We're here at the European Championship of American Quarter Horses, the 2022 edition. Exciting times. Today is the first day of finals. We're going to see Europe's best American quarter horses competing today. And I have a very special guest with me here today. She's new to the American Quarter Horse Association. This is tell me your title again.
Director of International Activities.
Jamie Hughes, Director of International Activities. So, you're new to this position. You started your job in June. What is your background? Where did you come from? Do you come from a horse show family, or how did that work?
Excellent. Well, thank you. So I am new to the American Quarter Horse Association. I come from Washington State, and for this position I moved to Texas. So I'm now a proud resident of Amarillo, Texas, and I have been a lifelong horse lover and equestrian for as long as I can remember. I first got into horses when I was a teenager, and I wish I came from a horse show family, but I was really the first one in my family to have that love for horses. So I started as a teenager and grew up through the pony club ranks, and I really enjoyed that. And I took a break when I went to school, and then as soon as I graduated and I started my career, I got back into horses, and I found endurance riding. So I've spent many years as an endurance rider, traveling around the Northwest and riding different distances. I've ridden every distance of endurance riding. The intro or trail, 25 miles, 50 miles, 75 miles, as well as 100 miles. So
these are kind of the opposite of the American quarter horses, which is very fast on a short distance, but not very good for the long distance.
So, yes, you would think that it's quite a bit opposite. However, the American quarter horse does have a pretty large footprint in the endurance riding community. What the quarter horse brings that the Arabian doesn't necessarily have as frequently is that very calm mind. And when you're on a trail with footing that may be a little bit questionable, being on a rock-solid horse that you know that you can trust to navigate that trail well is something that endurance riders love. And I don't know if you're familiar with the Tevis Cup. It's a very competitive 100-mile distance ride in the Sierra Nevadas of California. And actually the horse with the most completions of that ride is an American quarter horse.
Who would have thought? So now you have this new position. It is just international. So that basically means everything outside of the United States. How do you manage? I mean, we have quarter horses all over the world. We have quarter horses in Europe and Australia and South America, in Asia, in Africa even. How do you manage all the international activities?
Yes, so that's a great question. 100% correct. It's all activities outside of the United States. What the American Quarter Horse Association has arranged is to have different regions or categories of regions around the world where we group the population of our American Quarter Horse owners as well as the horses themselves. So we have 4 regions right now, so we try to hold summits every other year in each one of those regions so that we can gather the members together, understand what their needs are, dedicate some activities toward the needs of those particular regions so that we can continue to grow our partnership and collaboration across all of our quarter horse enthusiasts worldwide.
So Europe as a whole is one of those regions.
That's correct.
So that takes us right into the middle of it. What are your plans and visions? What do you already know? Did you already get some feedback what this region wants and needs, or what are your plans, your directions here?
Excellent. So we're going to continue our very strong partnership and collaboration. One of the topics that we frequently talk about is how do we continue to expand the footprint of the American quarter horse and be responsive to the evolving needs of the quarter horse enthusiasts in the particular region as their needs evolve. So thinking about some of the needs related to the new types of breeding tools and techniques that are out there and how to be responsive to the corresponding rules and regulations, sometimes laws that go along with those, so that the American Quarter Horse Association can provide what is needed to be responsive to what's required in the EU. Similarly, we've had some discussions related to showing and how we can continue to evolve and provide those types of shows and events that are compelling to competitors to ride in. So we're looking forward to continuing our brainstorming and collaboration around some ideas that we can bring associated to shows.
That sounds good. That sounds like a lot of work too, though.
Yes.
But you're prepared for it.
Absolutely. I love it. It's like I feel so fortunate to have this position. It's like I absolutely love horses and I love competitors and I love being able to continue to find opportunities for others to find that same joy and love. So it sounds like a lot of work, but it's so compelling to me and I just love it.
So now you're here.
Yes.
You're here in Ostbayerisches Pferdesportzentrum Kreuth. Is it your first time at all?
It's my first time in Kreuth. It's not my first time in Germany or Europe, but it's my first time to this venue. It's my first time to the European Championships.
What do you think?
I think this is an incredible venue. The facility is incredible, what it offers, the size of the classes here at this championship is incredible. I think the judges are amazing. I think the show management and show stewards and judges are incredible. I'm very impressed.
Well, we try hard. So we wish you best of luck in your new position. We hope to make the sport and the breeding obviously grow in our region and across the globe, and we're thankful that you're willing to help us.
Oh, thank you very much. It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.